Hi there everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in this week's video it's going to be all about cut flowers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wander in my garden, pick some pretty flowers, and at the very end I'll do a couple of posies to bring inside into my house. So I'm going to get straight into the video now, and I'm going to start off with one of my favourite salvias. Okay, so first off, here's some hot lip salvia, and I can see a blue banded bee over here. He's too fast, you see him? That's a native Australian bee. He's got like blue stripes on the back. He's gone in there somewhere. There he is. Isn't he lovely? Very, very hard to get some nice photos because they're so quick. I got a bit distracted. Anyway, these hot lip salvias, they make a really good cut flower. They're a good filler in a vase. So I'm going to cut a fair few of these now. And the whole plant, I find, the foliage and the flowers, has a beautiful smell which really fills out a room. So this is definitely a great plant to grow. Grows fantastic here in this hot climate. It's very hardy, doesn't need much watering at all, and yeah, definitely one that I'll always grow in my garden. I just grabbed a little bunch there and I'll put them in here. Cute little ducks. I just tried to move one, but I won't be doing that again. This one here has an ant's nest underneath. See? They're going crazy because I just moved it. I'll leave those guys in there. Anyway, over here, this is the next plant flowers I'm going to pick. These are cosmos. And these are a dwarf Faga cosmos. And of course, look what's beside it. Another one of the hot lip salvias. I propagate a lot of them, the hot lip salvias. They're so easy. And they really fill in spaces really nicely. So I'm going to pick a few of these cosmos now. There we go, there's a little handful of cosmos, and I'll pop them in. I'm really liking this area at the moment. It's filling out so nicely. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. That's the lemon tree up there. This lemon tree, it's absolutely covered in lemons the end of winter. And it really adds a bit of colour to the garden. So I'll pop these cosmos in this as well. Got lots of nasturtiums here. I'm growing them under our orange tree. These are really pretty. So here's the archway that has scarlet runner beans on it. And next up, I'm going to pick a few of these beautiful, colourful zinnias. I've got a whole mix of different types in here, and I've been picking these for the last couple of months. Really gorgeous. They're such long-lasting flowers in a vase. Come around the other side. So in here I've got a mixture of pastel dream, polar bear. What else? Sorry, I'm looking at a list. Lilliput, purple princess, all mixed together. I love this big clash of colours. Really so much fun. My kids love it too. I think it's great for children. I'll come back this way. I also, down here, I've got lots of marigolds. I think these are the French ones. And here are some of the Bright Lights cosmos. So plenty of flowers to pick from this area. And if you're new to my channel, I'll just swing around here and show you the rest of this section. So I have a cottage garden where I mix edibles and flowers together, and as you can see, everything is really filled out now, and we're coming to the end of summer. Got some cucumbers and tomatoes growing in here. Also have a separate area that has raised garden beds, and then over here I have like fine patches along here and all around the back past this archway. So it's quite a busy garden. Yeah, so I'm going to stop getting distracted and I'm going to pick some more flowers. But before that, I'm going to take one of these, the tomato tomatoes. Delicious. Look at the length of this one. This zinnia. Can't believe how long that stem is. I've got some more tomatoes in here. I get so easily distracted. This plant here is a money maker. It seems to be dying off, but there's some tomatoes there to harvest, which I'll come out and pick later on. A few of them because I've got lots more flowers to pick and I didn't want to take too many of the zinnias, so pop them in here. And can you see this one? This is the really long one. It's massive. Grass here, It's a foxtail grass. I'm going to pick some of these tassely flower heads, are they called? And I'll use them in an arrangement as well. A few there. I'll put them in the jar, and then I'll pick some of my dahlias, which really need some deadheading, but I'll get onto that this week. Looking dahlia. It's got lovely yellow orangey colours. I'll pick a few of them and some more of the other dahlias in this patch. So I have like 12 plants in here, and then I have other dahlias scattered throughout the garden. Mixture here, nice handful. I do also have sunflowers in the garden, but I'm going to leave these because they're coming to an end, and I'd rather them just be out in the garden than picking them for inside. I have them all around the garden as well, lots of different varieties that I've shown in previous videos. Flower, I'm not going to pick it for a vase, but this is an okra flower. Really lovely. I'm having good success with okra this year for the very first time. Usually the plants die well before it gets to this stage. And if I just look out here, this is my other vine patch, and this is where I have rock melons and watermelons, and I do have some pumpkins in here as well. So it's really starting to take over, and the chicken coop's down there at the back as well. Okay, and I'm now going to head out to the front garden where I have lots more flowers growing there that are good for posies in the house. In the front garden here, this is where I have the cut flower bed, which is at the back there, but ended up just being a mixture of everything. I have those orange flowers there, more zinnias, but what I'm going to pick is over here. They're Peruvian lilies. This is the second flush of flowers on this plant, and they're almost coming to an end, so I think probably after I pick these, that will be it for the rest of the summer. Beautiful. And of course in flower arrangements, I always like to have different colours in foliage as well, and this here is woodworm. So I cut this. It doesn't last as long as a cut flower, but it certainly has that impact with that beautiful silver foliage. Peruvian lilies and the woodworm, and then when I was in that garden bed I picked a few of these yellow flowers. This is called tansy. It's actually a herb, and I have these pretty little button type flowers, yellow flowers, that I thought I might be able to add into my flower arrangements. And here I have some chocolate lace flowers, Queen's Anne lace. They're meant to be cream or chocolate, but mine have turned out kind of pink. Beautiful flowers. They're actually a member of the carrot family. It's found among the sunflowers. The head on this is massive. I can't believe how big it is. If you compare it to my hand, I'll definitely be picking this one. And beside these plants here, I have these, which are an amaranth. Love Lies Bleeding. Stunning plant. That would be a good spiller in a flower arrangement. Look at that. So cool. This is my first year growing these, but I'm telling you, next year I'm going to find as many different varieties of them as I can, and I'm going to grow them. I did have them staked up. Some of them have fallen over. I'll have to get on top of that. Look how massive the trunks are, or the big stems. Can't believe, blows me away, a tiny little seed can turn into something like this. It's really amazing. Nature is so amazing. There's some of the Queen's Anne's lace. I'll put them in the vase, and also some of the amaranth, Love Lies Bleeding. And what I'll do now is I'll bring all these flowers inside, and I'll do a couple of little posies, and I'll show you what they look like after. So I'm back out in the garden, and I managed to get 3 nice arrangements out of all those flowers. As you can see, this one over here, I just put the chocolate Queen Anne's lace and the foxtail grass in there, and then the amaranth is here with the zinnias there, and there's also some of the dahlias and the tansy, And then up here, just have a nice mixture of flowers. This is the type of flower arrangement I like, just free flowing. And you can see here I collect my coffee jars and I decorate them. There's a bit of burlap around there and some lace, and I think they look really pretty. So I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. I loved picking all these flowers to show you, and thank you for watching, and until next week, happy gardening.